Hi guys, welcome to Reiko's Yoga Room. We're gonna go through 30 minutes of another sequence for pregnant yogis. Now you can, if you're not pregnant, you can still do this. This is a great Vinyasa sequence. But I'll be walking through some of the modifications and then the safe poses during pregnancy. And then you can still be fit and be strong. Let's do this. Alright, so whenever you're ready, come to your mat. And let's start with a child pose today. So go ahead and bring your knees down, heels down. And then what you're going to do is sit on your heels, open your knees wide for your belly. And you're going to slowly bring your hands down. And you can stay with your forearms down if your belly is bigger. Or you can slowly come down if your belly still have a room to come down between your thighs. You can also start with your puppy pose, which is you're going to keep your hips right on top of your knees and bring your chest down. This is a great shoulder opening also. So let's start here and then breathe through your nose. Keep your breath through your nose the entire time. Now slowly bring yourself to all fours position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to start with your cat cuddle sequence. Bend your elbows a little bit to soften your elbows. Bring your chest forward with your inhale to your elbows, shoulders back. Exhale, curl yourself in by pulling your tailbone down towards the ground. Let the tailbone point towards your knees and push the mat away from you to find an arch in your back. Inhale, shoulders pull back towards your hips. Drop your belly button down, chest forward. Exhale to curl. Okay. Inhale, shoulders back. And then exhale to curl. So this pelvis movement of out and in is actually a really good exercise for pregnant ladies. You can, without putting too much pressure and stress into your core, you can still strengthen your pelvis, strengthen all of the muscles around. One more breath. Good. Now inhale here. We're gonna add the Kegeling. So you cannot see, but you're gonna find your Kegeling with your exhale. Press the air out through your nose and find your energy at the midpoint of your pelvis to pull the energy in towards the center. Inhale, shoulders back. And then exhale, Kegeling and tilt your tailbone in. Inhale. And then exhale, Kegel. Once again, release, inhale. And then exhale, Kegel, press up. Slowly come back to the neutral position. We're going to work on the back a little bit. So bring your left leg out behind you. Push this left heel back and pull the right hip back. So find this balance by pulling your right hip back and pushing your left heel back at the same time. Quadriceps active for your left leg and bring your right arm forward here. Find your balance and breathe. Press the mat away with your left hand. Keep kicking through your left heel, reaching through your right arm. Breathe. Last one, slowly bring your right arm back, catching your foot and pushing your foot away from you. Open your shoulder, right shoulder back. You can bend your right elbow a little bit, turn your chest a little bit. Press your foot against your hand. One more deep breath. And then exhale here. Inhale to your calm. Exhale, tailbone into cat. Back to neutral. Let's press this other leg, right heel back. Pull the left hip back, yeah, and left arm forward. Full breath in. Out and find your balance here. Keep pushing your right heel away from your hips, pulling your left hip crease back. Find an active right quadriceps. Shoulders pull back a little bit. Chest forward, left fingertips forward. Final breath. Slowly bring your left arm back. Catch your left foot. Press the left foot away from you. Open your left shoulder. And press your foot against your hand and breathe. Find your 3 breaths here. And bring your hands down. Put your right foot down. Now this time, press your left heel away from you once again. Right arm forward. Exhale, you're going to curl the arm forward towards the center. You can pull your left knee just a little bit. Curl your right elbow in. Inhale forward. Exhale in. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale in. Bring your hands, both of your hands down, and kick your left leg out behind you. Slowly stack your left hip on top of your right knee. So left hip on top of your right hip. You're horizontal now. And bring your left arm up to the sky. Whoop. You might lose the balance, and that's okay. And keep reaching your left arm up. Right shoulder underneath your left shoulder. Keep your left leg nice and active. Left leg a little bit higher. One more breath. Slowly reach your left arm alongside your ear and then find your straight line from your left fingertips to your left heel. One more breath. Slowly put your left foot down. Left arm alongside your ear and then stretch your side body. Exhale, left hand down. Let's go to the other side. Right leg out behind you. Left arm forward. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale, pull in. So you don't have to press your right knee into your belly too much. Just find this curling movement in your back. Inhale here. Exhale, pull in towards the center. Press the mat away with your right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Slowly bring your left hand down. Right shoulder on top of your left shoulder. Stack your right hip on top of your left hip. You might be a little wobbly at first, so tuck your left toe under and find a balance here. It's okay to lose the balance and come back to it. Activate your outer right thigh and kick through your right heel. Right arm up. Find your 3 breaths here. Keep your leg active. 3, 2, last one. Then slowly bring your right arm alongside your ear this time and stretch out from your right heel to your right hand. Find your side body long. And then exhale your hands down. Go ahead and put your right foot down. Let's stretch this right arm alongside your ear once again. This time you're really finding a nice stretch in your side body. Exhale, hands come down. Now you might be warmed up just a little bit. You're going to start to move around a little bit more. Tuck your toes under. Push your hips back. Downward facing dog. Breathe. You need to lift your heels. Bend your knees a little bit. Push your hips back so your back is nice and long. Relax your head. Slowly bring your right foot forward. Drop your left knee down to the floor. Lift your chest up use your hands to lift your chest up. And bring your hands up into your Vinyasa half lunge position. Bring your shoulders back and away from your ears. Chest up and keep your legs nice and active. Lift your gaze. Exhale, hands come down. Now, go ahead and push your hips back to straighten your right leg. Hands or fingertips come down on the ground. And inhale, chest forward. And exhale, bring your chest slightly more forward and down a little bit. So you can move your right foot just a little bit towards the side for your belly to come to the inside of your right thigh. This is called Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Finding your right toes curling in towards your face to stretch out the back of your leg. And rebend your right knee here. Come to lunge position. Once again, lift your chest up and hands up. And then exhale your hands down. Okay? Go ahead and bring your hands down to push your feet back, down dog. Left leg forward, right knee down. Lunge position, reach high. Keep your inner thighs, both of your legs, nice and active. And push your hips slightly forward, chest up, and release the stress and tension from your shoulders. Deep breaths and look up. And slowly bring yourself down. Go ahead and bring your hips back, straighten your left leg. Curl your left toes towards your face, inhale here. And then exhale back, nice and long. Slowly come down just a tiny bit. Pull your left hip back, chest forward. Back of your left leg, nice and stretched. Keep breathing here. Slowly you're going to bring yourself forward and to your Anjaneyasana once again. Lift yourself up. And then exhale, heads come down, down dog. Push your left foot back. So both of your psoas might be nice and stretched, nice and open now. Bring your right leg up behind you. Pull your left hip back. Strongly kick your right heel back. Exhale, bring your right foot forward here. Now you can modify this sequence with your left knee down like we just did, or keep your left knee lifted this time. Slowly use your hands if you need to. Come up into your high lunge. Reach your arms up, push your hips down and forward. Lift your chest. Breathe here, find your balance, 3 breaths. Eventually, your right knee is just on top of your right ankle. Sit down deeply and breathe. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And slowly, let's bring your left foot heel down. Left arm out, right arm forward. Bend your right knee. Warrior 2 on your right side. Sit down deep once again. Right knee is not going to surpass your right foot, so make sure your right knee is just on top of your right ankle, or maybe just before, that's fine. Good. So left hip is not sticking out. Make sure your left hip at the level of your right hip. Breathe. Shoulders down, arms out. 2 more breaths. Slowly bring your right palm down, left arm alongside your ear. Turn your chest around towards the ceiling a little bit and stretch your left arm alongside your ear. Find a length from your left fingertips all the way to your left foot. Hips forward, right knee on top of your right ankle. And slowly bring your hands down to the ground. Okay? From here, pull your right heel back a little bit. Left heel comes down. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, belly to the inside of your right foot, or come just halfway. Stay here in your pyramid pose. You can always do this just halfway. Slowly lift yourself up. You're going to come up into your warrior 1. So left heel is so in, left foot turn out 45-degree angle. You're going to bend your right knee from here. Keep your left quad nice and active and reach your arms up. Good. And then exhale, bring your hands down. Step your right foot back, down dog. Let's do the left side sequence. Left foot forward to your lunge. Bend your left knee on top of your left ankle. Pull the left hip back. Reach your arms up. Breathe. Push your hips slightly forward. One more breath here. Find your balance. Slowly we'll open up warrior two. Right heel comes down. Bend your left knee. So once again, you're going to check the alignment here. Right hip come to the level of your left hip. So sometimes you're going to see some of the non-aligned hip. You're going to push this right hip forward towards your left knee. So your hips are aligned. And arms up. Left knee on top of your left ankle, or maybe a little bit before that. Yeah. Breathe deep. Keep your inner thighs active. You're going to slowly move your left knee out towards the pinky edge of your left foot. Two more breaths here. And then slowly put your left arm down. Right alongside your ear, side angle pose. Turn your chest a little bit towards the ceiling. And breathe. Now slowly bring your hands down, pyramid pose. You're gonna pull the left heel back to shorten your stance a little bit. Keep your right foot to turning out to 45-degree angle. And pull the left hip back, straighten both of your legs, depending on your belly. You can stay with your finger pads down on the ground. You might also come up, hands on your hips, just come halfway. If you're doing this, make sure your bottom leg is as active as your front leg. So your right quad is nice and lifted, active, shoulders are relaxed. Bend your left knee for your warrior one. Reach high. Keep your right quad still active. So same concept here. Pull the left hip back. Lift your gaze, full breath in. Down dog with your exhale. Okay, slowly bring your feet forward. Walk yourself forward. Inhale your head up. Exhale here, relax your head, waffle. Slowly roll yourself up to the standing. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to your chest. Get your breath back. So we'll do the same sequence here and little bit of an add-on. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, you can have a Vinyasa sequence. Just squeeze or just step back right into your down dog. If you're doing your Vinyasa, Chaturanga. Inhale, upper facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot out. Step your right foot forward. High lunge. Rise up. Once again, you can always drop your left knee down to modify this pose. Push your hips slightly forward and tailbone pointing down. Deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Align your hips. Couple more deep breaths. Slowly, right arm down, left arm alongside your ear, side ankle. Two more breaths. Slowly bring yourself to your pyramid pose. Push your right heel back, left heel down to 45. Slowly bring yourself up this time. Now, You can do the similar thing, hands on your hips, or a little bit of an add-on here. Catch your elbows, shoulders back, and pyramid pose once again halfway. Slowly rebend your right knee. Warrior one from here. Reach high. You need to step your right foot slightly forward. Good, deep breaths. Now we're going to add on a little bit from here. Bring your hands behind you, shoulders back. Pull your hands back and down towards your left thigh. Keep your hips low. Lift your gaze. So you're opening your chest and your shoulders. So you can touch your left thigh, lift your left thigh against your hands, and pull your shoulders back. Now slowly you're going to bring yourself slightly forward to halfway warrior. Pull your right hip back, just halfway down for your belly, and keep your right knee just on top of your right ankle. Breathe here, really strong legs. 2 more breaths. 1, slowly lift yourself up. You can straighten your right leg, reach high. Exhale, bring your hands down, down dog. You can squeeze the Vinyasa or just stay in your downward facing dog. Good, left leg high. Exhale, foot forward. Right heel comes down. Keep your right heel lifted into your high lunge. Reach high. Let's find your 3 breaths once again. So when you tuck your tailbone under, push your hips forward, you probably feel more stretch into your psoas muscle. If this is too much, you can come out a little bit and drop your right knee down. You can also keep your right knee bent as well. 1 more breath. Warrior 2. Left knee on top of your left ankle. Hips aligned up. 1 more breath. Side angle. So keep the focus in your breath. Sound of your breath should be nice and rhythmical. Enter your pyramid. Step the right foot in, 45-degree angle. Come up. So once again, let's do this hands. You can catch your elbows. And then exhale, fall forward. Halfway. Shoulders back towards your hips and bring your sternum forward. Warrior 1, bend your left knee. Arms up. Okay, slowly you're going to bring your hands back to your humble warrior sequence. So shoulders back, hands back, lift your sternum up towards the ceiling. You can bring your hands down on your right thigh, lift your right thigh against your hands and lift your gaze up. But keep your hips low as much as possible. Now slowly, humble warrior, just halfway. Chest forward, but you're going to keep your shoulders back, away from your ears. Last 1 more breath. Slowly straighten your left leg to reach high, release. Exhale, chaturanga to go through your Vinyasa or just downward facing dog, your choice. Hike your heels, exhale, bend your knees and walk your step forward. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, relax your head. Inhale, rise all the way, palms touch. And then exhale, hands to your chest. Great job, get your breath back. Go ahead and bend your knees. Tuck your tailbone under. So once again, this tilting movement of your pelvis is what we did with that first sequence with your cat cow. So let the tailbone come in, kind of like a cat, and lift your shoulders, lift your chest, hands up, chair. And slowly come to the standing position. Okay. Go ahead and come to a seated. Let's go into the little hip opening from here. So put your right foot on top of your left thigh and pull your left foot in a little bit. Hands behind your hips and move your hips slightly forward if that's okay with your outer hip and your right knee. So this is a seated pigeon position, opening your outer right thigh and an IT bend. Flex your right foot here. Now from here, what you're gonna do is a little bit of a butt massage. You're gonna put your left elbow to the inside of your left elbow to your right foot, sole of your right foot. Cradle your right shin and release your left leg. Okay? So you're kind of holding on to this right leg. Pulling your right foot here would probably be already a good stretch for your outer hips, so the glutes medius, all of that's nice and stretched. You can go from here, bring your right hand to the right side corner. You're gonna slowly shift your weight onto your right outer hip, so glutes medius, the outer glutes area. And then you're gonna start to slowly make a circle on this. And this is a great massage that you can do if you start to feel like a little bit of a tension and stress in your butt or hips. It's a really great massage and soft, tissues after all the work that we did with the sequence. And slowly just release the right. Let's go into the left side. Put your right foot figure four and bend your right knee to your seated pigeon position. You can always put your right foot slightly forward here. This would make it a little bit more gentle. Pulling your heel and pushing your hips as close as possible to your right heel would make it more intense. So just really customize to your knee and your hips. Okay. Now from here you can do the same thing for this left side. Sole of your left foot to your right elbow. Catch your left shin, left hand down, and slowly roll onto this left hip and make a circle on your left hip. It should feel nice, especially if you after the workout on your hips or walking, standing for a long time. Okay. And you can keep going a little bit more. Just massage that hip. And you can just release this left leg. Okay. Good. So let's go into the Kormasana turtle. Soles of your feet together. Bend your knees. You're going to make the diamond shape with your legs. So your heels are not closed. You're kind of keeping your feet away from your hips. You have this diamond shape. Slowly, slowly bring yourself forward and bring your bring your hands down on the ground. And you can wrap your feet with your hand or just stay here for your sleeping turtle modification. So if you are not pregnant, eventually the sleeping turtle Supta Kurmasana would bringing your arms behind you and catching your hands behind the hips. But with your belly, you want to have a lot of space. So you want to just kind of gently bring your hands on your feet and just stay here. Breathe. This is also a good opening, releasing for your outer hip and also your low back. Slowly lift yourself up and feet down on the ground. Okay. Open your feet about maybe max distance and lift your chest up. Let's exhale, walk your hands forward to forward position with your legs a little wider than usual. Find a length in your spine. Slowly bring your gaze up. And you can lie down on your back for Shavasana. If you're sleeping on your side, as always, sleep on your side. No, Jimbo. And come to the relaxation position, Shavasana. Big inhale through your nose, hold it, exhale throughout your mouth. Great job, stay in Shavasana as long as you can. Namaste.